TSG, TGE. You are watching two best friends on the TV. TSG, TGE. What's up, jammers? Welcome back to another video. I am your host, Spring, and this is my co-host,
Jabria. And before we get started, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so that you can be notified. We like to do a segment called "What Are You Jamming To?" So I'm going to open the floor and say, this week, what have y'all been jamming to?
Ourselves. Thanks. Pretty much. Yeah, you know, that's all we do. You know, we like to be influenced by a lot of people, but people that influence us, we say we're gonna be our friends one day. So we're not really listening to them. We don't got time to focus on ourselves.
We love the Kanye attitude over here.
Is it confidence or cocky? We'll see.
A little bit of both.
I took it back and I went back to like 808s and Heartbreaks. Like that's what I was listening to on the plane over here. And then just Kanye. I just been listening to Kanye. I don't know what's that. Yeah.
Okay. I ain't never heard that album.
You haven't?
No, I haven't heard it. Is it good? It's better than CLB?
Yeah. I'm gonna say I liked it better than CLB. CLB was kind of just plain to you.
Okay. Alright, what you been jamming to?
Destroy Long.
Who?
Destroy Long. Destroy Long.
Oh!
I was waiting for her to get it.
Y'all knew I was going to get it. Y'all kept letting me ask.
Is it your turn or my turn?
Y'all go. I've been jamming to Aha Gazelle, some of his older albums, so like Elevators, Balloons, All White Parties, that kind of stuff.
Okay. I've been listening to the Texas Moon EP by Leon Bridges, a fellow Texan himself. I love you.
All right, and that is What Are You Jamming To? So if you've been listening to something, make sure you leave it in the comments below. We want to hear it. And go ahead and listen to what we listen to as well. Yeah, so as you can see, we have someone here. You probably missed them, probably didn't even notice them. We're going to bring them to the forefront. Let people know who you are.
It's AurarightEo, AurarightEo Records, CEO of AurarightEo Records. Just another dude from New York, just alternative dude, upstate, not from the city. So you know, when we go to the city, we like to take over little boroughs as we do with the lyricism. So that's just what we do. We just different. I guess y'all want to say the Kanye-ism or the cockiness or whatever. I guess, but it's just me being me. How y'all doing though?
We good.
We good.
Thank you for asking. Okay, so since you already kind of answered our first jammer traditional question, we're gonna ask you the second one, which is, who would the people say you are? You already described to us who you are. Who would the people say you are? If you had to ask your artist.
They'll say I'm an asshole. So most of the time, but I think I'm a pretty good teacher too. I'm a pretty good teacher, philosopher of a lot of weird shit. Excuse my French.
Speak on. You do hip hop,
yeah,
right? So how'd you get started with that?
I definitely there was just a point where there was this cassette. I learned how to make the cassette tapes out of there. I guess how would I say it? I would take my older cassette tapes and make like recordings of myself. This is when this like instrumentals were on like just online, so I would still use cassette tapes and make like demos and stuff and like bring. You know, I maybe had to be like 13 or 14.
Okay, so like a cassette.
Yeah.
I saw the confusion on her face.
Yeah, because like
you?
I'm 28, so like, but I'm 28, but I was actually rapping with a lot of people who were like way older than me.
Okay.
So I was never like hanging out with my age and stuff like that. So I was going to the battles and in the little circles going
you
to.
was in the underground.
Yeah. Like you see the videos with like Mos Def in Lincoln Park. Like I was in the park too. Not at that time, maybe a couple years after.
Right.
But I was there at like 11, 12, 13. So I was just in the mix of everybody. When everyone was getting started, so was I. So I guess I got a taste of it early, and I just been in it ever since. And I had an advantage because I was younger, so I got to grow with the culture, I guess.
That's cool. So while everybody else on the playground playing football, you know what I mean, having a good time, you out here rapping in the park.
Rapping.
We've heard you say AurarightEo Records. So my question to you would be, give me the when, the where, the why,
Alright Records came about?
I think why it started was because there were so many artists that were like, I guess, disfranchised and they didn't have help. I guess there's not a lot of artists that they didn't have help, and I was helping myself so much that I could help others. I had all the connects, and like I was keeping them to myself for a little bit because I didn't have friends and I didn't care to have any. So I kind of started my own record label, and I kind of like sorted things out that way, see who I could be friends with, I guess. And through that, we built relationships. Some artists were my age, and then at first that didn't help. Believe it or not, having people my age was the worst thing I ever did because it became more of a competitive thing. But when I was just trying to, I was always the one who had the game, so I was teaching. So once I taught it to them and they knew it, it became even playing field, and they didn't use that the right way. It was like they were more or less would just try to take you out versus like sharpening steel. Now that they know what they know. So, I took it into like, I learned from that and I started teaching the younger kids. And that's when it really became a record label. It was called AuraGang in the beginning. And that's when we was just the same age, a gang of kids. And then, the AurarightEo thing became more of like a teaching thing for the younger artists and stuff. So we started with an artist named Xavier. And then we went from Xavier to everybody else. My mom's birthday is the 16th. So July. So basically on my mom's birthday, we recreated the AuraGang. So my mom's birthday is the anniversary of all the new members coming and everyone being here and stuff like that. So that's the why and the when. And then like I guess what we do is like we're just trying to do what rap doesn't do, is get approval from all the other genres. Like like rappers want to get validation from rappers. That sucks to me because like the game is so weird. Like I feel like people are just rapping for attention, validation, and because people didn't love them at home at this point. Really, I think that's just what it comes down to. And it's like a sad situation, I guess. If you want to call it that. But
You about to be rapping on some EDM and some rock?
yeah, we do. Yeah, for real though. We actually was talking to our guy Arlen last night. He plays the piano and stuff. We're gonna do some stuff with him. I got some acoustic stuff in the works. Narp got some acoustic stuff in the works. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I'm writing songs. I'm writing R&B songs. I'm just writing songs for people and stuff. So, we're not really trying to do just the rap thing. It's music as a whole.
Okay.
And we love the whole thing as art and music. So it's not just rap. Rap is only like 2% of this shit. You know what I mean? So if we only have appreciation for that, we're never gonna get appreciation for all the great artists that we're performing with tonight and stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah.
So who would you say is your biggest influence? Like,
it's tough question, but
give me your top two.
I could probably name it'd be a slur of people in the mix. So I'll say MF Doom, Charles Hamilton. And I gotta throw Currency in there. Just for
But he got to.
Because I can't choose.
Who would you say, spicy, who would you say is probably like, no order, you know what I mean? Your top three, you ain't feeling it. Like these artists you like.
Honestly, I'm from New York. I'm not feeling the New York drill movement. 504 is trash.
Well, so they about to be like, can you get sturdy right here?
Why would I get sturdy? Like, I don't need to. The New York movement don't make sense. There's a whole bunch of men dancing with men. You were making New York look terrible. I'm in Austin right now, and there's two lovely black women next to me. Y'all need to get your shit together. So New York drill music is trash. So let's just all three. Let's encapsulate that into that. Drill music in itself, they could keep that in Chicago and in London. But New York drill, suck your mother. The whole movement. But anything else, let's just keep it together. You know what I'm saying? But the whole movement. Get your aura right. Get your aura right.
You're gonna have to move to Texas.
I move to Texas. You can shoot back here and not get in trouble. I am with it. I have no problem. Y'all awesome. I'll come hang out with y'all anytime. At least y'all are women. You know what I'm saying? These dudes hang out with dudes all day. Just think about it.
I hope you guys enjoyed that.
It was a good time for me.
It's the honest truth, though.
It is.
I had a good time.
It's very truthful.
I
And we appreciate it.
Some doors that he been wanting to say this for a minute.
Oh no, I say this every day. You should imagine what like my enemies get in the morning for breakfast. Hey.
All right, so back to Alright Records. Now that we know when, where, and why, how many is the next question? How many artists do you currently have on the roster?
No, we have 2 with us right now.
I'm sorry.
My bad.
Yo, y'all
Y'all are both so chaotic that it's like, oh my God, there's no balance. There's no other person to balance this out. Oh, okay.
It's such a good little answer. It's a good time. I like it good.
All right.
You know what I mean? Just give me that vibe. All right, I'm ready to be ready.
Bro, make sure y'all get this on Instagram, bro. Just because this is too funny. Alright, so we're a pretty big family all together. So we have Narp, Clover, our producer Los. We have my cousin Crispy, who's a producer. My cousin Micah on the beat, who's a producer. And we also just signed a kid named Takardi from Brooklyn. And you got myself. We have our vice president and manager Christina. And then we got our boy Jay on marketing and BKJ up in Rochester. So we got a pretty big family right now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's I don't really consider us a label anymore. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Well, y'all heard it here. Yo, thank you so much
Thank you
for
guys.
this interview. I'm not sure if my co-host has any more random spicy questions for your fans, but
You already know I gotta ask my little spicy question. Mr. EO! Can I ask you what your real name is?
No.
That ain't my spicy question. Alright. Let the people know you single, you dating.
I'm very much single as hell.
He's blushing! He's blushing!
That was Bill.
That's what they're ready for.
I'm weird. The whole gang walked away.
Get up out of here. No,
Oh,
Mr. EO!
yeah. Thank you guys.
Thank you for being here. Ooh, some more dogs. All right, so we are here with 2 new guests. We have
Clover.
Clover and
Narp.
Narp. Well, I definitely switched it up. I called you Clover and you Narp in the
Really?
house. So I was like, yeah, Clover and Narp.
Narp.
I did. Well, I was calling you Narp. I thought she was Narp.
She
So
had it wrong.
Clover and Narp. My bad.
I was hanging out with his stepbrother, and because I was friends with him before, and he invited me to Six Flags, so we picked him up on the way, and then like we just him and his friend and me and his stepbrother, we all hung out the whole day. It was just a vibe, and then one day he hit me up and was like, hey, I'm starting to do music, check this out. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I always wanted to do music and shit. Like, I'm starting to do that myself. He's like, bet. So one day it was, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Bro. So
They're
one
not
day.
even that old.
They're not.
So one day he was like, we were talking and idea came up of working together, and he sent me a song one day and I hopped on it and we dropped it and it was so bad. But and we sucked. We were bad. But people liked it for some reason.
Yeah.
You know, they were tuning in because it was us.
Yeah.
And ever since then we just kept going with it because we thought we were nice.
Yeah.
But now we
still
actually
do.
we still think we nice. But now we actually nice, and it's people telling us that we nice.
I guess.
So what's your music style? Like what y'all rapping, y'all
Y'all
hip
have
hop
to describe
is
your sound.
yeah, what would you say?
I'm definitely more of a textbook kind of just like rapper where it comes to like I'm not really singing as much on my songs, whereas like he's doing like a more like melodic thing. I have a more lyrical take.
Because he talked about, we know his kind of style, he raps more, it's not really like sing-songy, while you do a little more sing-songy. So if I had to compare that to an artist, I heard you say like Juice WRLD, but I just heard you say that. It's like, who would you kind of, not compare, but if I had to for someone who like me who doesn't listen to music and I have to put it on there, who kind of rap, sing songs like that, like Roddy Ricch type kind of situation.
When it comes to me,
yeah.
What do you think? Because I can't tell when it comes to my.
You sound you and Lonely have a very.
That's the same artist I said I like that I've been listening to. But
I didn't know who the
nah,
heck.
but say someone.
Give me
that,
someone that like. If I don't know music at all. Being honest, so someone probably on the mainstream who does like a not in the sense of like what he's saying, but just kind of like the sound behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll get to hear it.
I don't know, my shit's not.
Yeah, like I don't really know anyone who's like mainstream that's doing like
What he does.
like that's really doing the same, having the same delivery as him, you know.
And who do you have him for yourself?
I mean, I'd say that my biggest like inspiration is probably Draco the Ruler.
Okay.
Yeah, as of recently, he's been like one of my biggest inspirations. I've been listening to for a while. Rest in peace.
But you kind of sound like a young baby.
I know, yeah, in my voice, I do sound like that. But like, as far as like my like
Right.
when it comes to lyrics and stuff, that's who I like.
Inspired by.
Yeah.
Okay. As a person who doesn't listen to music, that did not help me at all. I don't even know. Like they said some names, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Y'all, who are those people?" Sound like.
We on some.
I'm
But
doing
no,
underground
that's
shit.
dope. That's dope. Okay, which is good because that means you're not sounding like everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
That's
I
the
mean,
goal.
on the positive side, that's great. You're doing your own thing, own vibe. So hey, kudos.
Every day trying to find my own song, my own sound.
That's what's up. I feel like that's what AuraRight is all about. Like, I think you guys are being given the chance to actually be yourselves as artists, and that's not something that we see a lot today in the industry. Everybody's kind of like very cookie cutter,
Mm-hmm.
and because of that, we have a lot of clones running around, and I don't think you guys are clones. So that's a good thing. Our last question is, if you had to plug your favorite track to the viewers, which would it be of you guys?
Yeah, your music.
Of us together, it's just like my music.
It can be yours by itself,
Yeah,
together.
plug your song.
Alright.
Give us one of each, and if you know
If you
one
have a favorite one
together,
together.
yeah. Let's do that.
Because our tape has some job. Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay, well we ain't going.
Alright. If you're gonna listen to my shit, listen to. Damn, that's so hard, bro. Cross My Mind. Cross My Mind. Yeah, it's a good song.
Where can they find it at?
For right now, I'm only on SoundCloud, but I do be dropping my shit on Spotify and iTunes over there.
Y'all go check out Free Bands. That's one of my newest drops. It's on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Baton. Yeah, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know if you fucking.
Look, this the loudest they been. Should have had y'all come up from the beginning.
Yeah.
We love to see it.
Okay, and then together, anyone that y'all can speak on. Artists
I mean,
coming out.
we got a tape coming very soon.
Okay.
There's plenty of heat on that. Y'all gonna want to watch out for Groupies. That's one of the tracks on there. That's like one of my favorites on there. Yeah, y'all look out for that.
All right. Y'all ready for the little spicy question?
Oh, Lord.
Oh shit.
So he just said it, so I'm like, well, let's just go ahead and ask the question. So since y'all been artists, look, I almost failed.
Look at
Since y'all really been in this thing, do y'all have mad groups? Like, have y'all been places, fans, people trying to do some things with you for a piece of change? What you got?
Nah. It's not like that. At least at this point. You know, we only had a couple shows so far. That the term groupies in that song is referring to something else. It's making a comparison, you know. So I'm not like rapping about groupies in it. I'm making a comparison to something, saying
No,
that
that's
it's
fine.
like a groupie, you know.
I just want to know if you
But,
got groupies.
Nah,
I ain't
that's
She's just wondering, bro.
I don't want to know what y'all got going on.
He not
So
trying to
you're
incriminate
what's
himself.
the ages real quick?
I'm 18. He's 20. I'm 18.
20 and 18. What we got? We got girlfriends, baby mamas. What we got?
Yeah, I got a girl.
You got a girl? You want to shout her out? How long y'all been dating?
Nah, they can't
Oh,
see
she on the
this.
lock screen?
She on the locks, girl.
Oh, that's so cute.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh, she. Oh, if I can show that. Oh, she's cute.
Oh, we can't.
We trying to put her out there. She cute, y'all. She real cute. Okay, little chocolate one. All right, what you got?
Yeah, I'm single. Yeah.
He 18 and he's single.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what's going on.
With groupies.
Clover.
That one.
I'm so dead. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for jamming with us.
Thanks for jamming with us.
TSG, TGE. You are watching two best friends on the TV. TSG.